In a small village called Amune, there lived a young and beautiful girl named Precious. She had smooth dark skin, sparkling eyes, and a smile that lit up the hearts of many. Precious was not only pretty, but also clever and full of dreams. Her greatest dream was to leave the village and live a rich life in the city. She often said, "One day, I will marry a billionaire, wear diamonds, and live in a house with golden gates." Her parents were poor farmers. They worked hard but earned just enough to survive. Precious helped her mother on the farm, fetched water from the stream, and sold vegetables in the market. But in her heart, she always wished for more. She believed she was born for luxury, and not for farm life. One day, her uncle from Lagos visited. He noticed how eager Precious was to leave the village and promised to help. "Come to the city," he said. "You can stay with my family while you look for a better life." Precious was overjoyed. She hugged her parents tightly and left for Lagos, believing that her big dreams were about to come true. Life in Lagos was fast and full of lights. Precious was amazed by the tall buildings, fine clothes, and expensive cars. Her uncle's house was small, but she was thankful. Every day, she dressed her best and walked around the rich areas, hoping to catch the eye of a wealthy man. She refused to work as a cleaner or sell in the market. "I am meant for better things," she often said. One sunny afternoon, while she was walking near a five-star hotel, a black Range Rover stopped beside her. The window came down slowly, and a handsome man in sunglasses smiled at her. "Hello, beauty," he said. "My name is Henry." His voice was deep, and his clothes were expensive. Precious felt butterflies in her stomach. Henry was charming, rich, and confident. He took her to the best restaurants, bought her clothes, and showered her with gifts. Within days, Precious forgot all about her village life. She believed she had found her prince. Her friends warned her, "Be careful, not all that glitters is gold." But Precious laughed. "He's different," she said. "He truly loves me." One evening, Henry invited her to his mansion in a quiet part of town. The house was large with shiny marble floors, red curtains, and guards at every corner. Precious had never seen such beauty. But there was something strange too. Some rooms were always locked, and she was not allowed to go near them. "Those are private," Henry said with a smile that didn't reach his eyes. As weeks passed, Precious started to notice odd things. At midnight, Henry would disappear into one of the locked rooms. Sometimes she heard chanting, and once, she saw him with blood on his hands. When she asked, he simply said, "You worry too much, my love. Go to sleep." Precious tried to ignore the strange happenings. She told herself, maybe this is how rich people behave. But deep down, fear was growing in her heart. One day, while Henry was out, curiosity got the better of her. She picked the key he had hidden behind a painting and opened one of the locked rooms. Inside, she saw strange symbols on the walls, candles, and pictures of people with their eyes scratched out. In the middle of the room was a bowl filled with red liquid. Precious screamed. She dropped the key and ran out of the room. Her hands were shaking, her heart beating fast. That night, she tried to act normal. But Henry knew something was wrong. His eyes were cold, and he said, "Did you go where you were told not to?" Precious lied, "No, I didn't." Henry smiled again, but this time it was not sweet. It was dark and dangerous. From that day, things changed. Henry became more controlling. He didn't let her go out alone. His guards watched her closely. She felt like a bird trapped in a golden cage. At night, she cried silently. She remembered her mother's warm arms, her father's laughter, and the simple joy of home. One rainy evening, an old woman who worked in the mansion's kitchen whispered to her, "Child, you must leave. He is not what he seems." Many girls came here, and they never left. Precious gasped. "What do you mean?" she asked. The woman looked around nervously and said, "He uses them. For power. For his wealth. Run while you still can." Precious couldn't sleep that night. Her whole body trembled with fear. She thought of all the nice things, cars, clothes, and money, and how they had blinded her. She remembered the simple village girl she once was, and how far she had strayed. The next morning, Henry left the house for a meeting. Precious knew it was her only chance. She wore a simple dress, took no bags, and sneaked out through the back gate. The guards were distracted by the heavy rain. She ran through puddles, past alleys, and into the main road, where she begged a kind taxi driver to help her get away. She reached a church and fainted at the entrance. The pastor and some women carried her inside and gave her water. She cried as she told them everything. The pastor prayed for her and said, "The devil hides behind riches. You are lucky to escape, my daughter. Not all are that lucky." Precious stayed in the church for many weeks. She cleaned the hall, helped in the kitchen, and slowly healed. She no longer looked like the girl who walked in heels and dreamed only of money. She was stronger, wiser, and full of grace. Her beauty now came from peace, not from makeup or clothes. With the help of the church, she returned to her village. Her parents were shocked and happy to see her alive. She fell on her knees and begged them for forgiveness. "I was foolish," she said. "I chose glitter over gold. I wanted quick wealth and nearly lost my life." In the village, she started teaching young girls about the dangers of greed and the lies behind flashy lifestyles. She warned them, many girls disappear chasing rich men. Some don't return. Love is not about money. True happiness is not found in mansions filled with secrets. Soon, Precious opened a small tailoring shop with help from the church. She sewed clothes and trained other girls for free. Her shop became a place of laughter, learning, and safety. People came from nearby towns to hear her story. She had become a light for others. Years passed, and one day, a humble young teacher named Daniel came to her shop. He needed his shirt mended. He spoke kindly, respected her work, and loved her story. Slowly, their friendship grew into love. He was not a billionaire, but he gave her peace and respect. When they got married, the whole village danced and sang. It was not a wedding filled with gold, but with genuine joy. Precious wore a simple dress she sewed herself. She smiled as she walked down the path, this time not chasing wealth, but walking towards real love. That night, as she lay in Daniel's arms, she whispered, "I'm glad I came back. I almost lost my soul for luxury." Daniel kissed her forehead and said, "Your scars made you stronger. Now you can help others." Precious continued her mission, speaking in schools and churches. Her story touched many lives. Mothers warned their daughters, and young girls learned to value themselves. Precious became a symbol of strength, not because she had riches, but because she had survived and changed. And so, the girl who once chased diamonds now wore the crown of wisdom. Her story taught that true riches are in love, peace, and purpose. She reminded every girl, you are more than your beauty. Don't lose yourself chasing shadows. Shine with your own light. Moral lesson. Ladies, do not let the desire for wealth blind you. Not all glitter is gold. Love that is true does not hide secrets or cause fear. Choose respect over riches, peace over possessions, and value over vanity.